What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, I did see it. I was aware. I witnessed the debate. Um, when you guys wanted to know my thoughts, that I was running from the issue. Uh, Sincerely yours. What's up? Said I was running from this issue. Why aren't you talking about this? I'm like, well, it just happened. I have football. Want to watch my games, check my fantasy football, but I got time to go back and watch it. I've actually watched it yesterday. Pretty interesting. Very interesting. Killer Mike was always going to shut it down because this is what he does on a normal basis now. But I'm thinking about, because Diddy is the host of this thing, right? They kept putting the camera on Diddy. He jumping up. Yeah, 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 yeah. Diddy, take that. And see, nobody would really, who's black, would put Candace Owens in a situation where she could explain herself to blacks. Most of our audience are white Republicans or conservatives because they love to hear the fact of someone that's not like them, who's not their color, state the things that they agree so that they can exploit that fact. Like, look at Candace Owens. And the reason why is because Candace Owens has come up making a career basically lying and manipulating the public. And she tried it through the Democratic Party. We know about her college situation, the organization in which she was backing. So then she hit the switch and said, well, the Democrat Party ain't going to get it done for me. I'll be the black piece for the Republican Party, the conservatives. Yeah, now this can stand out for me. Now I can stand out where I would just be another pea in the pod in the Democrat Party. Now, if I switched up and now that I went to the conservative side, now I'm just the black person. So now I can come up. All I can do now is grab some other artists or entertainers that listen to me and want to hear what I got to say. So she got somebody who they thought that, needed a hand at the time. Kanye West. He's wearing the Trump hat. Make America great again. This fool out here with the doggone hat, hugging on Trump and Lear Cohen. Next thing you know, she's using Kanye's name and Kanye's losing his people and everybody else. And he's like, wait a minute. Okay, I got to go to church now. He up in the White House, shucking and jiving and I love you, Trump. I was like, oh my God. That was probably the worst I've ever seen a black man act on national television. I mean, he was way out of control. And now he's coming back as Jesus and Moses. I don't know what he is right now. And now he's holding church for himself and trying to get all that self appreciation. That dude is out there. Yeah, he's Jesus. Well, when he goes back to the graduation Kanye, then I'll listen to him. But till he goes back to graduation Kanye, now he's space cadet Kanye. I don't deal with space cadet Kanye. Now, here's the situation. Okay, and I want to speak clearly. I watched this whole debate, and the whole time you guys are like watching jousting. I saw a couple of people who really didn't want to engage, and I saw Ti, who seems like he was more concerned with trying to score points on Candace Owens more than anything to make him look like, oh, he shut her down. See, people, black folks, we all get caught in the entertainment of it, and we never really take the message of what was out there. And the message is none of these guys have the right. It's good that a lot of these things were happening, but what Killer Mike was saying, he gave you some very informative information. With 15% of this country's nation, we have 15% of the nation right now. We need 15% of this, 15% of that. And I'm like, man, and everybody stood up. That's right. We should have 15% of the real estate business. We have 15% of that. We need 15% of that. And I'm looking like, he right. But why they got him out here looking like this? I ain't saying he got to be dressed to the nines, but my God, it look like they gave him an old Karceno t-shirt from like 1993. Didn't he used to be a rapper? I'm like, my God, did they pay this man? Somebody get this man some clothes. I'm like, that looked like a 1993 Karceno shirt that Tupac used to wear. I mean, not that exactly one, because that would be like a bedspread to Tupac, the one he had on. And I mean, they got them little bitty stools. I'm like, he gonna take about three of them to hold him up. He he got like a half a cheek on the stool, one stool down. I'm like, man, y'all couldn't even get that man a chair to fit him. What's going on here? I had to rewind it and listen to Killer Mike again. I did. I had to listen to him again because when I first heard him, it sounded like he was like, "I want 15% of the cake. I want 15% of them M&Ms. I need 15% of them gummy bears. I need 15% of that steak. I need 15% of that. I need 50% of all the food in this buffet." That's what I thought he was saying at first. I had to go take it back. No, I'm just messing with him though. But he made the most sense. He made the most sense because he actually spoke truth. After the Civil War, blacks had their best time in the United States of America as far as the economically. We had our best economic time where there was chances for us to have ownership. But once again, they were still murdering, hanging, and killing us in certain areas. We can't look at one section where financially we were able to own some land and some property at a time and say, oh, wow, that's when we had it the best, and ignoring the fact that they're still hanging and lynching and killing and saying you not free and this and that over there. So this was still going on. So I wouldn't say America was still great at that time either. Trump didn't create make America great again. Neither did Ronald Reagan. That slogan has been going on for years in presidential debates. Make America Great Again was written like I think probably Eisenhower back in those days. That it has been thrown around. Everybody's favorite president said make America great again. Who's the most famous president of our era in our time? Not Roosevelt. Kennedy, JFK, that's right. JFK said, make America great again. Nobody said a word. Nobody said a word. Donald Trump was just smart enough to patent it. He not only he not only said, "I'm going to make that my campaign slogan," he patented it. Candace Owens made some points when she keeps talking about Democrats and Republicans, but what she does is she manipulates her statements. What she try to do is say them when she speaks as if it's the majority. Instead of saying most or some, she says black people. She says blacks. So that includes all. And she knows she's doing that on purpose. Black people, we need to stop doing no, no, no. Some or most are the words you know you need to use in these situations. Because not all blacks are. How can you file a trademark for something that's already trademarked? So no, you cannot. I own it. So now so now you're dealing with a situation in which Candace Owens is stuck trying to defend someone she has no business. But for her business, it's viable. She's doing what's best for her. And she always wanted that platform to be able to talk to a bunch of blacks. So she could try to control the narrative and make herself look good. Now, here's what a lot of people are missing. Election for protection has never worked. You're worried about things on a presidential level when you're not even concerned about who your aldermans are, what ward you in, your community, your block. These are what's called problems. So before you worrying about what the president is, and what the President Trump is doing, what is your alderman who's getting paid to help you? You live in the alderman's ward. His job is to make sure his neighborhood and his ward is running the way it's supposed to run. His job is to allocate funds to the taxpayers and make sure that the lights are done, your streets are paved, your concretes don't have cracks, that they're on top of their job. But if you're not saying anything about them and you ain't talking about them losing their job, the election is protection for them, the ones who are in office, not you. So once you start affecting their job and saying they're gonna get out of their job and we're gonna vote you out and put somebody else in there, now they want to come around. That's why you think election season is when people start coming around. Hey, you need me to help you carry your groceries? Hey, I'm at the train station meeting the common folk. How you doing? Maybe we ain't seen you since you got in office. Because it's your job as the people to give a damn. You don't give a damn. So if you don't give a damn about your own block that you live on, don't talk about the president. Y'all too busy talking about what the white man's doing and what the Mexicans are getting. You know why the Mexican is getting it? He's not getting it just because they're hiring him for cheap labor. It's illegal to do that. So the problem was the temp agency, the federal government was doing this to you during the crisis of the economic crisis of 2008, where they totally eliminated the middle class because they're like, look, when all things come and fail, we can send them back to the ghetto. And we got to give white folks those jobs. Sorry. So there is no middle class. It's either rich or poor. See, Wall Street abused all of the money. Wall Street is the one that lost all the money. All of the corporations, all the things that are being developed and built in this country are very minimal. Made in America, you won't see that no more. Hardly ever. These companies have been outsourced for tax resources and to save money rich people don't want to pay. They feel that they shouldn't have to pay taxes. And this is why you have problems today. These corporations, including Donald Trump, moved his company out to China. Donald Trump used to have a clothing line. I used to have a Donald Trump shirt made in China. All these companies are all outsourced overseas. The people that makes our washers and dryers and everything else, all the parts are being made overseas. Look around. Your whole house that you bought all your equipment and all your furniture from, it's not made here. It's made in China. Y'all used to go to IKEA and get your whole thing built. Yep. No, because people have survival tactics. They'll only deal with you as long as they have to. Then they'll send you back to the ghetto when things get too hot. They won't turn nothing over to the brothers unless they're tired of it. And they don't know it no longer is hold any value. They start letting blacks be Miss America when they didn't care about it no more. Now you don't even see Miss America pageants on television no more. They didn't care about it no more. Once Obama became president, I said, yep, they're done with it. They don't care about it no more. Bush ruined it. He done so much damage. It was like, well, the Bush Cheney era ruined everything. So now it's like, well, that's gone. Now what we're gonna do? Did any one of them talk about the gas prices going up? I don't know. Was the summit live? I don't know when they recorded it, but all of the things that's happening in Iran with the gas being targeted and all that is all an excuse for them to raise the gas prices again. You know that, right? They're gonna raise those gas prices. You cannot trust the news to give you the news, buddy. So election will never be your protection, but you decide to vote. You're the swing vote. The blacks are the swing vote. We're the popular vote. When we're out of it, they rather have us not vote than to vote. We can determine who wins and who loses an election. We can influence that, but we're so worried about the wrong thing. You have to start at the beginning. We're trying to go all the way to boardwalk from go. Listen, you don't do that. To make change, you have to start in the first beginning. You have to start setting your pieces immediately. You start help putting the people you have a problem with situations, work in the community with those who are going to school. Make sure that they're going to schools. Let them learn finance. Let them learn politics or political finance. Make sure that they know the same things, that you could put them in schools to get them to run for office and make changes. Elect the people from your own community to represent you. But how many people in the communities that are poor, that live over there, have people that want to be aldermen or want to represent their area? Hardly ever. You have a problem with the police? Why aren't most more of the blacks running to sign up to become police officers? That's what you need to do. There's bad police officers there milking the clock. You know why? Because nobody wants to be a cop. They can't get the bad people out if the good people don't want to go join it. So if you want to be a cop, I mean, you want to get good cops there, more of the brothers need to go in there and be cops. Go to the police academy. Say, you know what? We're going to sign up to be cops. We're going to stop this. And we're going to police ourselves in our community. So don't tell me about things are bad and it's just so much this going on and you are not involved. You're not doing anything. When we see people starting to unify and come together, then I could say, all right, this is a good thing, this is that. People made a lot of good points yesterday. Candace even made some points. T.I. was just talking. And Killer Mike made some points, and Candace made some points. T.I. was just talking. I don't know what, he was just there for star power, I guess. Tell me, when was America great again? And all he did was kept cutting her off. You would want to watch a Candace Owens sex tape? For what? All she would do is talk through the whole thing. No, stop. Left, right, right there. Don't move. Her little pug face. I didn't talk about nobody else. It was really, people love to talk about the past. Everybody was up there with talking about and dwelling on the past. Nobody was dealing with the future. No one was dealing about current situations and status. Except for Killer Mike, who was bringing up the we need to have, and back in the day we did this. Back in the day we had this, and we are this. Why don't we have this and that? Why don't we have it? What's the answer? We need them to give it to us? No. With all of this education at our hands, we have the internet. Okay? We have the internet. You can go to school and get a degree right here, sitting down this damn chair. I can get a degree off this damn computer right in front of me. I could make $1 million off of this computer. Hell, I've made 300K sitting here talking to y'all. So it's not about money. I'm just saying, there's other ways you can get paid using the internet. You can get education. You can get everything you want on subjects you don't even, that were not provided to you. Finance, books, all of it at your fingertip where you don't even have to move, search, or go research anywhere outside. You have all of this at your disposal, and you are not taking advantage of it. So that's what I'm saying. Each one need to take care of themselves. That is the best thing, and it was not discussed last night. Everyone needs to be accountable of self. Your household, your responsibility, your neighborhood, your block. Help promote people that want to go into office and politics from your own neighborhood. Have them go up to aldermen, to councilmen. Let them move up the chain. Start getting people in the police department from your own neighborhood to come and police the area that you live in. See, these are the things that are going to make changes. But when you don't want to go that way, you don't want to be cops, you don't want to go into the city office, you don't want nobody in your neighborhood doing anything. You got to ask for those people who are there to do their jobs, to take care of you, to do the things that they're supposed to do. When you don't even know your damn neighbors, you don't know 5, 6 neighbors around your house. You're not unified. You're not unifying your area. Your house is divided. So how are you gonna make changes? Vote. It's a reality when you make it a reality. You have to take the steps to get there. It's easy to sit back and say, "Yeah, that can't happen." Why can't it happen? What's unrealistic about doing it? I didn't say you had to get a cape and jump off a building and fly to the next building across there. That ain't gonna probably happen. That's not realistic. Everything I told you is achievable and realistic. But the only thing is, who's willing to do that? Because you got to start. And that's the problem that people have right now. And anything that they want to do in life, how many times you had that high friend sitting there, man, you know what? I'm going to start. I'm going to get my own art company. I'm going to sell this stuff in the museum. It's like, dude, yeah, man, because you could draw. You got all this talent. You could paint. You could do freelance. Yeah, man, I could do all that. So when you sell some art paintings or something, in a minute, I might do that later. And then get around to doing nothing. They just talk, talk, and talk. Blacks need to get off Trump, period. Okay? Trump's an idiot. Okay? But to think that the president of the United States controls the world and makes the decisions, it's the people behind him. The people, the generals, and all them other people behind him that are putting him. He's nothing but a businessman who's in debt, who owes everybody. So he owes favors across the globe. That's a dangerous man to have in the White House because other people can use him for favors that they need. You can't make change without discipline. You have to be disciplined for change. Just like in your household, you have to be self-disciplined in order to get things done in your house. You want to reduce your bills, you got to have a discipline. You want to reduce or lose weight, you're gonna have to have a you got to have a you got to have a discipline. Oh, they just told me somebody from Saturday Night Live made some comments and got kicked off Saturday Night Live. That just came out. So it's cute to tell us back in the day our history and man, back in the day, man, we had this, man, when we had Black Wall Street and all that, man. Black Wall Street was wonderful for when it long it lasted. But you know what happened? They able to take Black Wall Street from us, right? So America wasn't great. Even in Black Wall Street days, America wasn't great. Oh, the super chat button does work over here. Have to bring that up too. Trump is not a Reagan wannabe. Trump is just Trump is a guy who wants to show. He wants the title of president of the United States, but he don't want to do any work. Never the story of his life. I know Trump backwards and forward. Met him numerous of times when he was in boxing promoting and all of these different things. He just went into boxing's Hall of Fame. He didn't show up, of course, for the inauguration. But Trump went into boxing's Hall of Fame. Did you not know he promoted most of Mike Tyson fights at the Trump casino in Jersey? At his casino in Jersey. This man didn't even pay the construction workers that built that big old Taj Mahal. Didn't even pay them. He went bankrupt 3 times. He didn't have any money. He just kept borrowing money and they kept giving it to him. With no money, they kept giving him more money. That was the casino in Atlantic City. Yeah, Shane Gills, whoever Shane Gills is, he got fired. He made some slurs. It just came across my screen. But see, that's the thing, Ja, or Jay Griggs. He said we need to stop all this talking and start taking action. Exactly. Except for here's the problem. What's the action to take? You see? That's why everybody is talking. Because nobody wants to take the action and talk about doing the steps that it takes to get there. It starts in your own household. If your family in your house is divided, How you gonna get somebody in your own neighborhood to do something? Worry about what ward you in. You know, many people don't even know what ward they're in. They don't know who their alderman is. They don't know who the town. You living in a town, you should know who your mayor is. You should know who everybody in your area is and what they're doing. But you talking about Trump. Trump decisions don't really even affect you, to be honest. Trump decisions is affecting people with money. It's affecting people's freedoms who's trying to get in the country. If you don't have your house together, you can't get your life together. How in the world you gonna go out there and talk about making change? That's what I'm saying. They always keeping your head in the clouds and distracting you with nonsense, distracting you with something shiny. They keep if they keep distracting you with something shiny and keep hitting the target button, and that's where Candace was right. The Democrats know that they use the word racism, and that's like a target word for the blacks to respond. Boom, and they do. They Democrats do that all the time. Play off the racism to keep you distracted. Meanwhile, who is your alderman? Why your street has cracks in the concrete? Why in the world they ain't never paving? Why they can't put a stop sign right there when people are speeding there and kids could get hit by the cars and stuff? Why aren't they doing the things in your neighborhood that affects you every day? They have people that they pay and put in office that their job is to make sure they take care of you, the taxpayer in your own ward. But you are not talking to them. So they're using your money to buy them, go on trips, buy their wives and houses new furnitures, and they spending your money because you don't know to ask for it or ask what the hell's going on. So you start in your own area, start in your own neighborhood in which you live, your own community. Start there. If you can't unify there, what the hell is good you gonna be to a presidential election? Why are you even worried about that? Somebody else getting in office there, that still ain't gonna fix your concrete. That still ain't doing nothing to benefit you right then and there in your house, making it safe for your kids in your neighborhood. Hell, half y'all got kids and y'all don't even have y'all kids cut the grass. Y'all yard looking like crap in the neighborhood. See where we from in the city? It's high crime everywhere else. Ain't no crime on that area block that we stay. You know why? Because there are older people that stay on that block. Everybody that stay over there is about 60 and up. And they don't take no foolery on the block. Anything happen, some fools come in the neighborhood. One of the ladies tried to leave her house to one of her grandsons, and he was basically making it a trap house. On that block? Are you kidding? No. The grass wasn't cut. They tried to cut it one time and put some flowers up there. Oh, thanks, Richie. I appreciate that. They tried to cut the grass one time, put some flowers up, but put some flowers up. Yeah, so they think, oh, ain't no, anybody buying that. They don't want to see no riffraff, nobody drinking and smoking in front of the yards. That don't happen here. These people gonna call the cops. They're gonna tell the alderman, wait a minute, what's going on here? We want this house, this is a standard. We have a block club. None of this is going down over here. This house is out of order, and y'all gonna have to come in and take this house from these people. So you got people in the neighborhood that care and give a damn. They don't want that. Believe me, criminals don't want to be around a bunch of nosy old people They want to go somewhere where nobody cares. People just turn their cheek and let things ride. But if they in an area where people care, they ain't gonna want to do no crime. So you know what happens? No dramas on your neighborhood. Everybody yard grass is cut clean. Everybody know each other. They know when they going out of town. Hey, what's the name going out of town? Yeah, we gotta watch the house. They look outside their windows 24 hours a day. They looking out the window. They watching TV, looking out the window, seeing what's going on in the neighborhood. The car pull up. Who car is that? That ain't Mr. Rose's car. Mr. Rose don't get in at 3 o'clock. They alert. They care about their neighborhoods. They not on the gram 24/7. So that was my take on it. I'm glad to see that more than seeing a reality show where people throwing drinks in each other's faces and cussing each other out and trying to fight each other in public places, making us really look bad. And these are people with money. Thanks, Carlito Freeze. You're the only one to hit the super chat up on a video like this that went 40 minutes. I appreciate that though. That's why I don't join no rallies. People be like, man, you got to join the rally. Rally for what? What am I jumping in the rally for? I don't know this man to my left. I don't know this man to my right. We're not unified because I don't know what in the world he even arguing and complaining about. And we only get mad when something bad happens. Now we gonna rally. Why we don't rally before something bad happened and say, hey, look, they got to do something. We need to rally together to make sure that they do what they're supposed to do in this neighborhood. We need to rally to our alderman's office, get the news down here and say he's got to go. If he don't do what he's supposed to do in this neighborhood. Can't rally for that. You gotta wait till a 5-year-old, 4-year-old get hurt, or just just lose their life, and then next thing you know, we all care. We all got the T-shirts on, and then we all got to go march down the street. Then till some next week it happens again. Now we lighting candles and we walking down the street again, and nothing's being changed. Nothing's being done. It's the same, same, same. So where we at now?